Today at 12:35 p.m., the Woodstock Fire Rescue District responded to the area of North Tryon and Lincoln Street for the smell of natural gas. Firefighters arrived a short time later and determined a crew on scene working in the area had struck a 2-inch gas main inside a sewer line. Night Corps arrived approximately 30 minutes later and began assessing the damage. As precaution, firefighters evacuated a nearby church and advised homeowners to shelter in place until Night Corps mitigated the leak. At 2:38, while firefighters were still on scene of the gas leak, a 2-story home in the 200 block of Lincoln Avenue exploded. The explosion instantly leveled the home and subsequently ignited a fire in several adjacent structures. A request through the mutual aid box alarm system, also known as MABUS, was quickly made to the second level for resources to the scene and change of quarters companies. A short time later, command requested the incident to be upgraded to the fourth alarm, bringing in a total of 20 fire agencies to the scene and several covering our stations. Fortunately, no major injuries have been reported. All occupants from the homes have been accounted for at this time. 2 firefighters were transported to local hospitals with minor injuries. All displaced residents are being assisted by American Red Cross. If there are further victims from the incident, we recommend to call Red Cross, which is 1-800-RED Cross. While the damage is still being assessed, at least 10 structures were damaged in the blast, including a church and school. The cause of the explosion is being investigated by the Woodstock Fire Rescue District, Woodstock Police Department, and Night Corps Gas. If there's any questions, I'll take those at this time.
Who's going to take responsibility for this and the damage that was caused?
Right now it's a group effort with the investigation to figure out what happened. We're placing our main priorities on the occupants, make sure that they have appropriate shelter.
Talk about how thankful you are that nobody was home inside of that house when it exploded.
I'm very thankful, and one of my firefighters was standing in the street at the time of the explosion, so not only the occupants, but for my own people. Very lucky day.
How is that firefighter doing?
He's doing okay. He's already been released from the hospital.
How many families or people are now displaced?
As far as I know, one structure had 8 occupants and the other had 3.
Was it a multi-unit?
The one structure, yes.
What's left to do right now? I see that we've got fire crews that are putting water on the structure, or at least part of it right now. What's left to do?
Crews right now are just doing overhaul work, so the structure that exploded, we're waiting for heavy equipment to come in so we can take it apart to get the hidden fires put out, and like I mentioned earlier, help the civilians that are displaced.
Can you talk a little bit about the work that Night Corps Gas was doing here and why? And was there any idea that something like this could have happened based off of the work that they were doing?
I'm not sure what kind of work they were performing at that time, so we were just notified that there was a gas leak and there was a contractor here working.
Okay. So they had part of the road blocked off where it is now, far down that street there. Is that because of the work that was done?
Are you referencing before the incident?
Yeah, before the incident.
I can't answer that. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm sorry?
Are there any concerns, any safety concerns, or anything nearby now?
Not right now. The utilities are, both ComEd and Night Corps are here. Those are shut off to the area. Once we feel comfortable that everything's secured, they'll go ahead and turn those utilities back on.
Are you aware of any notice that was given to residents that, hey, we're doing some work here, there's a gas leak, et cetera, et cetera?
I'm not aware of any notices.
Any advice that you'd have for residents that are living in an area where there could be gas work that's done, a gas leak, anything like that?
Utility companies are pretty good. They notify when they're doing work in the area. So,
Where's Night Corps right now? Any representatives from Night Corps that are able to
they
talk?
are here.
They are here?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to add or you'd like people to know?
Nothing else to add at this time. Thank you.
Thank you so much.